Hi guys, this is a look at a training session that I was fortunate enough to have with Amir Hussain, who is also known as the Silent Assassin from the Tabletennisdaily Juniors. Amir's played at a very high level for a number of years. He's also been ranked as one of the top in the country for his age category, and he's had training from coaches from all over the world, from China, from France, from Nigeria. And for any of you that's had a chance to see any of the Tabletennisdaily Juniors playing in the matches, you'll know that he can definitely play. So like any opportunity that I get to have a bit of a practice with him, it's greatly appreciated and will definitely help my game. So after the initial forehand warm-up, you can see here that he's already starting to encourage me to improve the quality of the shot by getting the placement a little bit better. This is something that is always important to consider. I often think that I start to focus on just trying to hit it faster and faster and trying to spin it more and more, but shot quality can also be about the placement, not just the power and the speed. This tends to be quite a common theme as well through a lot of my training. I've spoken about it in numerous videos that I have a tendency to let the bat drop rather than keeping it higher than driving straight through the ball. Letting the bat drop and lifting it up is fine against a backspin ball, but you can see here that we're practicing a topspin to topspin rally, so I don't need to let the bat drop at all. I need to keep it high, drive my arm straight through, just to stay on top of the ball and also to keep the power at a decent level. So you can see here that the power is starting to increase a little bit now in my loops. One of the things that Amir asked me to do is to open my arm, which is to basically almost like straighten it a little bit and then relax and accelerate. So straighten the arm just a little bit more to create a little bit more leverage, snap it through, relax, and then just at the point of contact kind of tighten my grip and then really accelerate through, which is to generate maximum force, maximum acceleration through the ball. So this is what's called a regular drill. So the ball is fed into the same place so that I know exactly where it's going to go and I can be ready for it. The real emphasis on this is footwork, making sure that I stay on my toes, stay nice and light on my feet, that I'm moving around and that I get in position, ready to play the shot. So here Amir is reiterating what we were discussing just before about not letting the bat drop down too low, moving the arm in a straight line to generate more power. I'm quite happy all in all with the way that I'm moving and my general footwork. The one thing that I obviously want to try and improve as time goes on is the power that's in the backhand. So you can really sort of tell the difference in the sound between the strike of the forehand and then the strike of the backhand. There's just nowhere near the same amount of power. this is something that he was really barking at me for. Huge emphasis on moving into position early. I think at times I just get a little bit too relaxed, a little bit lackadaisical really. He wants me to hit the shot and then move quickly, get myself in position, because it's all well and good being able to play the shots, but if you're not in position to actually play them, then the quality is going to drop massively. So here we're looking at forehand and backhand open up against backspin. Obviously this was made a lot more difficult by the fact that I didn't know whether he was going to go to the forehand or to the backhand. It makes a huge difference compared to knowing exactly where it's going to go. He was also emphasising to me that I needed to get, if we're going to go cross court, then there's more table to use, I can use more power. And we're going to go down the line, there's less table, so more finesse required, more spin, not as much speed.
Stop! When I said stop, I'm able to read exactly what's going on. Why? Because I'm looking at your butt. Simple. I'm looking directly at your butt. Yes, right? You see it? I'm moving early. I'm looking at your trajectories. What's going on? Same. Multiple. It's local. Doors are fitted. When you see the ball, I think it responds.
So you can hear there from what Amir's telling me that I've got to serve and I've got to get into position and be ready as quickly and as early as possible. And I've got to be able to cover two spots, either wide to the forehand or if the ball's going to come into the backhand side. So this is an area that I need to improve on a hell of a lot, basically. I think short touch play is something that is becoming more and more important as the level of play that I play gets better and better. You can see there that I just popped that one way up in the air. I've got to keep the ball low as possible and as short as possible, and that's the ideal combination for a good touch. What I've noticed recently that against some very good players that they tend to serve short a lot more, and being able to keep the ball short and my return is really is absolutely crucial, because if I return anything that's half long or long, they'll get in an attack. So it's to keep them at bay for as long as possible, to try and induce them to make a mistake that will then allow me to get in an attack. So I've got to practice it an awful lot. So you can see here that as the exercise progresses, that the overall look of the move is starting to look a lot better, a lot more neat and tidy. I've just got to make sure that I move the bat down. You can see I'm still pushing it forward rather than moving it down, which is why I'm not keeping the ball low enough. I think the ability and the skill level to keep the ball short is something that is hugely underrated. It's something that you don't really appreciate when you're playing at lower levels. You watch these top guys play and you're always marvelling over how fantastic their forehand loop is and how fantastic the backhand loop is, how hard they can hit it, how powerful the shots are. But the touch play and the ability to keep a push short and tight is it's invaluable. It really is. So this is a slight development of the exercise now. So this is where I have to step in, touch it short, then get back out quickly and open up with the forehand. Again, the real emphasis and the skill with this is to get in position quickly. So as you can see here, I'm trying to get back out as quickly as I possibly can. The real emphasis as well has to be on a good quality touch. I think sometimes the problem that I was having is that I was trying to step out so quickly, I wasn't really fully giving my attention to the actual touch, and then the quality of the touch goes down. So it's two parts. It's focusing firstly on the quality of the touch, secondly getting out quickly to hit the forehand. So here Amir has changed it so it's randomly to my forehand or backhand now, and you can see that the quality drops immediately. You see there that touch was poor quality because I'm so concerned with whether or not you're going to push it to my forehand or to my backhand that the quality of the first touch is just not good enough at all. He's asking me here just to try and go around the side of the ball a little bit more when I'm touching it, which just helps to keep a little bit more spin, keep the ball a little bit lower. But you can see here that the overall level of difficulty is greatly increased, but it's much more realistic to a match situation.
Ideal. How ready are you? Yeah. After you touch, you're amazing. Yeah. Sorry.
So this is a shot that I have 100% improved on in the last 3 to 4 months. If somebody would serve short to my forehand, I would almost always try and push it or dig it, which would cause me problems, especially if they didn't put much spin on the ball and end up popping it up quite high. So I'm getting much more comfortable with flicking the ball, and here Amir is also emphasising the importance of flicking with no spin. It's something that I always used to think of, probably a year, 18 months ago. If I ever tried to actually play a forehand flick, that I'd be trying to spin the ball with a lot of topspin. But I've come to realise through sessions with Amir and also with Phil Bowen that a forehand flick with very little spin is an incredibly effective shot, because it doesn't give them anything to work with really. So we decided to finish off the session by just playing out a few points. As you can see here, Amir's just far too good. Too fast, too powerful, too spinny, you name it, he's got it. So really good experience though. I'll be completely honest as well that I've kind of edited this down, so I've actually included some of the points that I've had half a chance in, basically. So most of the time he's just hitting the ball straight past me, but he's a great guy, Amir. I've learned an awful lot from him, and yeah, like I say, I do find the sessions that I get to have with him really invaluable. You know, I'll hopefully continue to improve my game. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel to keep supporting us, and we'll see you again soon.